Hey, who doesn't like a cold beer every now and then? We all have our favorites. There's ales, stouts, lagers, porters. Now the latest craze is ready-to-drink cocktails and seltzers. How do you make sense of it all? Well, it's a good thing we have the gurus from Katcef Brothers to sort it all out. Sit back, relax, eavesdrop for a bit as we talk about the latest beers, seltzers, cocktails, and the best local events that need to be on your calendar. You ready? Let's get to it.
All right, we are back here with the fine folks from Katcef Brothers, and this time we came down into my neck of the woods to the Dark Horse Tavern here in Annapolis. And I was on Reddit the other day, and I was asking for who's got the best French onion soup, and somebody said that the Dark Horse has it, and it seems a little bit off of their menu. I mean, they're heavy hot dogs, which are great, and they're tots and everything else. But I thought that was odd, and they do have it, so I am psyched to get this over with and try this French onion soup, which will be amazing because I'm a sucker for French onion soup and creme brulee. The last time we were together, we were over at Acme Bar and Grill, and we had a great time, had a great lunch there, and we were all excited about the military bowl that just really kind of sucked this year.
Well, not so much sucked. It just didn't happen.
Yeah. Gosh, what a disappointment to cancel that less than a day before. And I mean, I know everybody knows why they did it. I mean, you don't want to mess around with the COVID, and the teams couldn't, don't want to risk their players and everything else. But we missed the parade. We missed just all the excitement that goes with it.
And despite the cancellation, of course, we still were able to celebrate the bowl prior to game day with a couple of events and lead-up events. So the celebration still was there. It was just unfortunate that Boston College had to pull out.
It was, and I imagine a lot of the people that were coming in for the bowl were already in. So I mean, what are you going to do? Let's
party.
Let's go.
They were downtown. That's
make hay while the sun shines.
ECU came strong.
Lemonade out of lemons, but.
I think the community excitement was really good, too. Clydesdale still got to stretch their legs a little bit, which is really cool to see.
Stretch their legs in West Annapolis. Miracle on Annapolis Street was so successful.
It was hopping.
Almost 4,000 people. It was lovely.
Before we get too deep into this, so I don't get yelled at by Cassie again, I just want to introduce
yes, thank you.
Who we have.
I'm here. Everybody knows me.
Because Bill is sunning his buns on the beach in North Carolina someplace.
I don't know if sunning his buns is the right thing to say, but he is in the Outer Banks. Didn't they get a ton of snow? He might be freezing his buns.
Good for him. But we've got Ryan Irby and Kyle Sullivan here from Katcef Brothers. So you guys were both here last time.
We were.
Ryan was, yeah.
I was more just monitoring to make sure everything went well.
Right.
The
you
guy
picked
in
up the
back
tab, didn't you?
He had a couple jobs.
Fantastic. But Miracle on Annapolis Street was great this year. I mean, and I think as the word got out that the Military Bowl and the chance to see the Clydesdales in the parade, it sort of probably boosted that a little bit as well.
Gravitated. It surely did.
And I saw that you got a chance to ride atop the wagon again.
I did. So...
It'd be nice to know people.
Mayor Gavin Buckley was supposed to ride atop the wagon on parade day, and he was going to come out for Miracle on Annapolis Street, but unfortunately could not. So, I gave the guys a little winky wink, and they let me up.
There you go. I understand that Mayor Buckley was sort of quarantined during that time. I think he got exposed to COVID. He didn't have it, but he got exposed to somebody. So I know that
protocol.
Which makes sense. So, and we've got some other events that are coming up soon. I mean, we are into Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day or, National Singles Day, whichever way you want to.
Yeah, so we closed out, 2021 with Miracle on Annapolis Street and the Clydesdales. Unfortunately, the game was canceled, but we're rolling right into 2022 with Galentine's Day. Didn't we learn that word a couple of years ago?
It was. I think Lauren brought that up. I had never heard of it. It was a new word for me. But
before that is actually the Super Bowl, guys.
Oh, that's right.
Sunday, February 13th, so literally the day before. And we have a couple of new exciting commercials coming out.
Because last year you kind of laid low on the Super Bowl, didn't you?
We did, but new products.
Yeah, there was some really good commercial campaigns out there, like classic
Cutwater
stuff.
Had a new one last year.
Yeah, but we do have some great new stuff coming out just in time for Super Bowl, actually. Bud Light is launching Bud Light Next, the very first in the market, zero carb.
Sure.
Zero carb lager. And it's going to be 80 calories. It's 4% ABV. And It's in the same realm as I'd say the ultras out there, the people who are looking for something sessionable but with zero carbs, something that you can go out for a jog after, or right after a jog, you can enjoy yourself one and not feel too guilty.
Sounds like it might be for the old fat guys like me that are trying to lose weight and not have any carbs.
There you go. Yeah.
You guys, either of you two tried it?
No, I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to it.
When is that going to be? Is that in stores now, or is that?
No, right in time for Super Bowl. It should be hitting the stores on February 7th.
February 7th.
February 7th.
Remember, John?
I mean, Bud Light is really milking. I don't say milking in a bad way, but the Bud Light brand. I mean, they moved out into the seltzers, and I mean, it used to just be a light beer of Budweiser. And
they've really expanded their catalog in such a great way. I mean, they are adapting to what consumers want. A lot of consumers these days are going for the seltzers, but their innovations are keeping up the pace, I think. They're not just, flooding the market with this and this and this and this. They're really looking at what consumers are enjoying. In fact, we brought another one we're going to have a really cool commercial for around the Super Bowl, which is the Seltzer Hard Soda. I brought some for you guys to sample here today. The Bud Light the hard soda is phenomenal. It's really delicious. I brought the cherry cola flavor. The cool thing about this, it's 100 calories. Which is your average cherry Coke is going to be 220 to 300 calories, and this is only 100, but it's still 5% ABV. It's got that same great kind of seltzer experience, but it tastes like it tastes more to me like Dr. Pepper.
I think it tastes like cherry Coke.
Yeah,
like a true cherry Coke that you go into the drink machine and you buy the cherry Coke because you never get the cherry Coke. That was my college studying.
Cassie and Ryan, are we just going to sit there and look at these unopened cans, or are you going to
crack them open?
We're going to crack. I'm sitting there. I saw the shot glasses. I'm like, wow, okay.
We're going to do a little taste test.
We're drinking again. This is great.
So in this package, did you talk about what was in the package?
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't get there yet. Sorry. I was excited about opening this up and trying it again. It's the variety pack. So it's going to have cherry cola. It's going to have classic cola flavor. You're going to have a citrus soda and an orange soda, too.
And there's booze in here.
There's booze in there. It's 5% ABV.
You're spot on, Cassie. It is.
Tastes like a cherry Coke, and you're
no. It's like a cherry cola, like a cherry knee-high or something along those lines. Yeah. Black raspberry or something. It's good. It's good.
That stuff's gonna roll, y'all.
And that's coming in a variety pack.
That's coming in a variety pack. It hit the market. It's available now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, after we're done here, I'm going to roll up the road to Beverage, Wine, and Spirits and see what Dave's got on the shelves. And what is... Okay, and the next is the 90 calorie... 80 calorie, zero carb.
Zero carbs. I mean, zero carbs says it right there for people who are watching. That's part of their diet, part of how they are. Yeah, I think it's great.
That's awesome.
80 calories actually blows my mind a little bit.
I like the idea of the sessionability of it. Like, again, with 4% ABV, you could have a few and just feel fine, and it's not gonna. You could hang out with your buddies all day and not feel too bad. Cherry cola, Bud Light,
hard seltzer, cherry cola,
seltzer, hard soda, cherry cola.
In the variety
There's way
pack.
too many words in there.
That's hard
to order at a bar. I'll take a Bud Light seltzer, hard soda, cherry cola. That's pretty funny. So what else is we've got going on? We've got Super Bowl. Do we have any kind of previews, any commercials that we need to watch out for that you know about anything or not yet?
The only one I do know about is the Bud Light Next.
Will the Clydesdales be coming back for the Super Bowl, do you know?
I feel like the Clydesdales always come back for the Super Bowl. I don't know.
Guess we'll have to tune in to see. And right after the Super Bowl, I said we got Valentine's Day, the day after. So might as well make a really long weekend out of it.
Yeah, and if you had a few too many cocktails or beers or whatever on Super Bowl Sunday, Valentine's Day is the 14th on a Monday, you can indulge in some Stella Artois Liberté, 0.0%.
Yeah, no, Stella Liberté is their latest release. Every holiday, you talk about Stella Artois, Stella Midnight, Stella Solstice, and Stella Liberté, like you said. This year is pretty exciting. Check out your local restaurants. Stella's got a lot of cool QR codes where you can actually get a rebate. They're pairing up with whether it's Lindt chocolate or if you buy a Stella Artois and a dessert, you can get a $5 rebate. Just keep your eyes out at your local restaurants. And even for the military, if you buy a 12-pack and a bottle of wine, What's better for Valentine's Day than that? And you can get a rebate on that as well. So look out for the QR codes. I know our team does a great job of posting them in our areas and on mybeerrebate.com.
A question for you. Have you noticed, I mean, you guys deal a lot in QR codes. And I remember when they first came out, people were like, what do you do with it and everything else like that. And then that sort of languished and nobody really did a whole lot with them. COVID hit. And then everybody was doing their menus on them and stuff like that. Have you found that just the QR codes that you guys are using in your marketing and stuff like that has taken off? I mean, people recognize now that, I need to hold my camera up and see what's behind that code.
I think that was the huge hang up with people when QRs first started hitting America years ago, is people just didn't get it. And if you did get it, you use it, and people just kind of went dead water. But this COVID forced people to start learning how to use it, which I think is kind of cool because there's a lot of capabilities behind it. There's so much you can do with them. We've seen an uptick of consumers using them more and more and more. When COVID first hit, we started saying to ourselves, how do we get, we obviously couldn't do samplings and tastings, so how do we get the product in the consumer's mind? So we did sample videos, and you could go into a liquor store, take a QR, takes you straight to a video that explains what the product is and things like that.
It's fantastic. I mean, everything that you can put into it, and obviously the technology and the cell phones has evolved now that you don't even need you used to have a QR scanner and the whole get an app and pull it. Now you just hold your phone up to it and off it goes. It's I remember way back when at the Polar Bear Plunge, when Rams Head was one of the sponsors, they were trying to mess with it, and I had suggested to them to just get a plain white T-shirt and put a big old QR code on the back. And have your staff run around like that. And that would be don't advertise it, just be a good judge, see how many scans you get in the day. And they got fairly many for back then. This was probably back in 2009 or 8. But now it's just ubiquitous. I mean, it's just, hey, there it is. Here's the menu. Here's how you pay. I mean, I pay with QR codes in many restaurants now. You just scan the phone and, as you said, with the videos and everything else. But Valentine's Day sounds like a good day to get out for some Stella and, as you said, grab a bottle of wine and put a little cash in your pocket.
Absolutely. Kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah. And speaking of the Polar Bear Plunge, it was pushed from February 5th,
right.
So early February
March.
to March.
Right.
So we'll be back in action with the Polar Bear Plunge.
Fingers
Rams
crossed that
Head,
everything
Fordham
gets
Dominion,
there.
and Bud Light. So maybe we'll have a little Bud Light next there.
The plunge is great. Have you ever plunged yourself, Cassie?
I'm not sure I would.
You would remember this if you have, so we're going to call that a no.
I have not plunged. I'm just not sure I would ever commit to plunging. No harm, no foul, no.
My daughter did it for
sure
about 4 years, and
me.
she called me a wimp one year when I said I wouldn't, and I wouldn't stand for that. So I did sign up, and I did it for 4 years in a row. And then I realized I'm too old for this crap and and turned around. But it is an eye-opener.
Maybe if you do it with me, I'll plunge.
My life revolves around challenges. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see how cold it is.
I'll
in
get my
March.
Speedo. You get your string bikini. And we'll go,
You got it.
We'll go plunge. But yeah, no. So I'm excited to see that coming back there. And as we move into March again, that's also St. Patrick's Day, and I know that the St. Patrick's Day parade will be here, as well as the Shamrock Stroll is coming back. Right? Fingers crossed.
It's been 8 years. This will be the 8th year of our Shamrock Stroll. So exciting. I know a lot of folks are really excited to stroll again. Last year we did go 31 days in March.
Right.
And
so it's going to be a straight stroll.
Straight stroll. We've got some action too. We've updated a few things. The date is set, March 5th. Armadillo's registration.
And that's the day before the parade.
Day before the parade.
And again, for those that don't know, the parade always goes before St. Patrick's Day because John O'Leary, who organizes it, says that on St. Patrick's Day, or the closest day to St. Patrick's Day, it's difficult to attract a lot of the bands and the talent that would normally go into a larger city St. Patrick's Day, whether it be Baltimore, D.C., New York, or Philly. This way you do it a week earlier. And he said also it's a double win because the merchants do fine on St. Patrick's Day anyway, whether there's a parade or not. And this, in the doldrums of winter, brings a bunch of people out to have a good time. So
back-to-back weekends.
Yeah, having a history in restaurants in this area, it's not St. Patrick's Day in Annapolis. It's St. Patrick's Month.
Yeah.
Yeah, every year.
Yeah, so I mean, it makes no sense to hold a big event on St. Patrick's Day because you're going to be fine anyhow. March 5th is the date on that, and that is a Saturday.
Get ready to stroll, y'all.
Who else participating? Do we know yet? Or are you just...
We are working on finalizing all of those details now, so we'll have our list of accounts and everything announced within the next couple of weeks.
I want to participate this year. I've got a new cooler, and I'll stock it with Bud Light, and I'll put it out on my deck, and we can just add me in there. I'll be like the seventh stop.
You
Will
got
that work?
it. Bay Ridge.
Will that work?
And then the Maritime, the oyster roast is back.
Oh my God, yeah, that's right. That's on the 19th.
I know.
Which is
So
I said,
excited.
They just announced that. That's Annapolis Maritime Museum. You know, save up those stinky socks, burn them on the 19th. That's a Saturday.
Celebrate spring.
March has turned into a really busy month.
Quarter one has turned into a really busy quarter.
Yeah. So, and I'm glad to see things getting back there, and hopefully they're not going to get too postponed. But a lot of it's outside. A lot of people are being smart about it and figuring out how to make things work. So that's, that makes all the sense in the world for that. And then, after March, I mean, that's the harbinger of spring when we burn our socks and shuck our oysters and drink our Bud Light and everything else that we've got going down at the beach. But then I just got the announcement that they've got the lineup for the Chesapeake Bay Blues Festival. And that's going to be on the 21st and 22nd of May, which is, I'm assuming that's Preakness Day, which it normally is. And that's Joss Stone is headlining one night. You've got the Spinners, and that is the Spinners. It's not like a knockoff band.
Kyle's so excited about the Spinners.
I'm stoked about the Spinners.
I might have to FaceTime you while I'm there.
Oh my God! I was just telling you guys earlier, Rubber Band Man. That's on repeat in my car at all times.
Awesome. Kenny Wayne Shepherd will be back again, and my band crush Samantha Fish, and she is just absolutely amazing. So I think that's. I'm excited. Tickets are available now. You want to go to bayblues.org, and that will get your tickets. They do have some VIP tickets. They are limiting them this year, and I know that Don and Sarah said that if you had tickets for 2020 and purchased them and elected to hold on to them as opposed to get a refund, they will be honored this year. So if you've been holding on to tickets and now there's probably people scrambling through their houses going, where did I put those darn things? Where's that email?
Well, they probably were virtual, right?
Yeah, they got to find an email or something for a QR code to scan it or something. I don't know. So a lot of stuff going on, a lot of new product that's coming out. Totally impressed with the cherry colas. I mean, I've got to try some of the. I will try some of the others. And we got anything else to talk about? What's going on before we get into our French onion soup at the Dark Horse?
I'm so excited for French onion soup.
Well, let's talk NUTRL, guys. I think we talked about this last time at Acme.
That has the umlaut.
What's that?
That has an umlaut.
NUTRL.
Isn't that, because Bill was telling me it has a little two dots over
right.
the umlaut.
Well, everyone's asking, well, what is NUTRL? So I know NUTRL was a vodka based out of Canada, but more importantly for here, NUTRL is a real vodka, real juice, and sparkling water seltzer. So it has a current variety pack, which contains watermelon, raspberry, pineapple, and mango. That's what they launched in our market. It's 4.5%, again, 100 calories, only 3.4 carbs, and no added sugar.
And that has a fourth flavor, right? So the fourth flavor is new in January?
Oh, watermelon.
Watermelon.
Yeah, they added watermelon, so you're right. So we launched with 3, came out with 4, and then coming in March is going to be the NUTRL Lemonade variety pack, which is going to be exciting. So again, classic lemonade, strawberry, peach, and blackberry. And the reason being is lemonade's the #1 vodka flavor. So that's going to be pretty cool as well. Again, 4.5 ABV, 100 calories. So definitely check out the market for that in March.
Taking off spring with some lemonade.
It's a good-looking gold box when you see it's NUTRL, right? NUTRL.
Absolutely.
It's almost like an RTD, but with that sparkling water, it just adds that extra element to it.
Yeah, and another cool thing, like a lot of these seltzers pour, with the exception of obviously this soda, but a lot of seltzers pour clear. You pour NUTRL, like the raspberry, it pours red, and you're like, oh, wow, this is... It just stands out compared to every other, RTD or seltzer, what it might be.
Are there any seltzers that are on tap?
DC has a Bud Light seltzer, Black Cherry. I don't know of any other in our market, but yeah.
I just never thought about it. I mean, it makes sense that it's...
We did for a little while when we had the plain.
I remember we had the
Bud Light
Bon Viv
seltzer
was
yeah.
on for a while in some areas around here.
NUTRL, Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, Cherry Cola.
Bud Light next.
Bud Light next. 80 calories. Did I get it right?
80 calories.
0 carbs.
0 carbs.
And you can pick that up on Valentine's Day. So when you pig out on your wings, you can redeem yourself on Valentine's Day by drinking a no-carb beer.
There you go.
This is awesome. Well, I am certainly looking forward to all these different events. The Shamrock Stroll, put that date on your calendar. That would be March 5th.
All right, check us out, too. Annapolis Shamrock Stroll, at Annapolis Shamrock Stroll, Instagram, Facebook, for all the updates that are coming up in the next few weeks.
Probably go, we don't know exactly which is participating, but that'll probably go one way, either from City Dock up West Street or at West Street down to City Dock, one of the two directions, right?
Stroll your way, but on the same day.
And we always have lots of fun there.
Yes.
Lots of fun, lots of good swag, and I have to say that on all the bar crawls that happen, I think the best people do turn. I mean, yeah, it's St. Patrick's Day, but there really is a good crowd that comes out for the Shamrock Stroll year after year after year. They're fun. They're not all hung up on themselves. I mean, I know we've done a couple times. I don't know with the zombie crawl, and sometimes they go and the makeup and they get all bent out of shape and everything else. And this is just they're there to have a good time. They're having fun, and nothing bothers them, which is awesome.
I think it's just a great celebration. They want to pay to support, the local fire department. They want to get their koozie. They want to hang out with their friends. They want to wear green. It's just a great celebration.
It is. And it's most of the way to spring and halfway to summer, so nothing not to celebrate, that's for sure. All right, again, we are here at the Dark Horse Tavern, which is going to be doing some French onion soup, and I will get back to you on that, what the verdict is on that, with Cassie, Ryan, and Kyle from Katcef Brothers. And as always, thank you guys very much. And since you guys picked up the tab last time at Acme, I got it this time. Okay? Nope.
Thank you.
Thanks, John. Thanks.
This Iron Annapolis Bonus podcast has been brought to you by Katcef Brothers, the area's largest beer distributor. Please check them out at thegreatestbeers.com. Oh, and don't forget to check out IronAnnapolis.net for all your local news, opinions, and events.